I don't remember asking to be available all day. As a matter of fact, I don't remember being asked to be accessible all day either. We went from a place where we had opportunities to be by ourselves, to think for ourselves, to be on our own, to a place where we were accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it didn't matter if I could, there's no way to stay in one place because everything was following you everywhere you went. So you were always everywhere and available to everyone. It seems like something is always coming up, and no matter what I do, I can't get away from it. It's like nowadays I'm never really off. As a matter of fact, it's like I don't have a power switch at all. We're just required to always be fully charged. I'm required to always be available, and it's just not sustainable. I mean, even when I stop, part of me is still accessible, still going, still available. And if I try to, there's still access anywhere I go at any time. It's hard to be where we are in the moment of what we're doing when everything else is constantly there with us. And the truth is, there used to be space in between things. There used to be places that you could go where you weren't available. And the problem is that the world that we're in now, being accessible makes you available to everything and everyone that's a part of your life, even when it's interrupting times where it doesn't belong. And the more I think about that, it's we've just grown into believing that this is the way it's supposed to be and that it's okay. And sure, sometimes things blend into each other, and that's just part of life, right? But I think we owe it to ourselves to have some time, well, to ourselves or dedicate it to just the moment that we're in. We shouldn't be living through a lens or identified by a notification on a phone, accessible to our employers or employees when we're on vacation or working on our work while we're on vacation. Um, these these things are all important and they're all a part of our lives. And even though sometimes they can and probably should blend, it shouldn't be something that's always the case. And if I'm being honest with myself, I used to feel disappointed when I wasn't available for everything and everyone. Sometimes I still do. I I feel like there's an anxiety that comes with not hitting deadlines or not even knowing that these deadlines exist, which is why we put so many things on our calendars and on our plates and become so accessible. And yes, this is how we've grown, but it's not the only way. It's not the only thing. And it doesn't mean just because we can grow by using the tools and resources that we have that we need to have them attached to us all the time and need to live by the notifications that we've set up for ourselves, the deadlines that we set for ourselves. It's okay for some things to get pushed to the side, I think, if it's interrupting something that truly makes you happy or something that's truly important that you're doing in the moment. They I've never believed that multitasking is a real thing. You really can only focus on one thing at a time. You can have three things in front of you. You can see all of these things, but you can only really look at one at a time. The other things are just kind of in your line of sight, but they're not your focus. And what ends up happening, because these other things are slightly distracting you from that focus, you don't really commit to things the way that you can. And I found myself doing that over and over and over again. I started treating everything like it needed me and only me. And what I've come to realize is that it's not the things that did that. It was my own perception of my responsibility in and to these things. And I used to stress, and I have to admit that not everything is mine to carry. not everything is my responsibility. Not everything needs me, and it sure as hell doesn't need me right now.